Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a video collaboration with Shop Miss A, which is an online store based out in Dallas, Texas, but they do ship worldwide and everything on their site is $1. This is also in collaboration with my good friend Brittany Boyd, so if you guys want to make sure you check out her video, I will leave it at the end for you. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and figure out how to get this look here with $1 products. Okay guys, I really hope that you can like fuck with this light because I have like natural light on this side and then studio lights on this side. So just in case my face is like weird looking, I'm sorry, and yes, I am still sick if you can't tell from my voice. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so before we get started, I'm just going to go over the items I was sent. Again, Shop Miss A is an online store. They are based out of Dallas, Texas, which is the best city in the whole wide world. And they do sell everything for $1. So they have a lot of makeup for $1. They actually have accessories for $1, and then they have brush sets. The brush sets are a little bit more expensive, but I did receive a brush set from them. So I got their actual, like their brand, because they sell different brands. So this is an AOA Studio brand of brushes. So they are all cruelty-free. That's another thing. This is all cruelty-free makeup, of course. So I got this brush set, which of course I will be using in today's video. I also got their brand of green tea makeup remover wipes. Then I got a set of eyebrow razors, which I'm excited to use. I've already taken one out of the package just so we can go ahead and get started. Then I also got a beauty blender from them, which I'm super excited to try out, and I'm really excited that it's black. Next, I got 3 things in compact. So this is not from the brand. This is from a different brand, but this is a blush that I got, so it has pretty little detailing on it. The brand that the blush and the bronzer that I got is called Malibu Glitz, and then here is the bronzer that I got. I did, however, get their brand of highlighter. So this is the AOA Studio Wonder Baked Highlighter, and this is in the shade Cupcake. Next, I got this eyebrow pencil. This is from their brand as well. This is called the Sculpting Brow Pencil. So it has, of course, the pencil and then the spoolie on one side. I also got a glitter liner from them. So this is literally just called a glitter liner, and then this is in a gold shade. And then I did receive their brand of lipstick. This is a lipstick in the shade Glow. So that's what the lipstick looks like. And then lastly, I did get a loose eyeshadow powder. This is like a duochromatic purple powder. It doesn't say the shade, it just has a number. It's number 23. So that's what it looks like, and I'm super excited to try this one out. So as you guys may have noticed, I did not get foundation or concealer, and the reason for that is I'm really bad at picking out my shade online, so I will be doing that with other products, and then I'll come back and continue to use the $1 products. So really quick, we're just gonna go ahead and tackle the eyebrows first. Okay, so I did zoom you guys in a little bit so you can kind of see how I'm doing my brows. So I'm just gonna take this little razor and I'm just going to, of course, shape off the little brow hairs. And I can tell you right off the bat, this isn't the best. Like it's really not taking anything off. Yeah, like I don't know if you guys can see, but this isn't like doing anything. The funny thing about this is I actually like shave my eyebrows with like little tools like this. This one, however, just isn't the best, and it's weird because like I buy these eyebrow razors like at the dollar store, but this one just isn't doing anything. Okay, so that little razor thing was just a fail, so we're just gonna go ahead and go in with the Sculpting Brow Pencil. So I'm just gonna use the spoolie part to brush out my brow hairs, and then we're gonna fill in with the pencil part. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is definitely not my shade. It's more of like a reddish brown, and I have more of a dark black brown brow. Okay, so we're obviously not starting off strong here. This is obviously not my color. And this brow pencil is very waxy. I usually go for pomades, but I decided to go for something different when picking out this brow pencil. And it's just not working for me. Okay guys, so we are back from the brows. I obviously needed some time. I'm not gonna lie, I really struggled with these, and then they don't even match, so we're just gonna move forward. But anyway, moving forward, I'm just gonna go ahead and tackle the eye. Since I did not receive any eyeshadow, I'm just gonna use the bronzer that I was given. So again, this is the Malibu Glitz bronzer, and then this is in the shade number 6. And then to apply that, I'm just going to be using the AOA Studio brush number E135, and it looks like this. It's just a tapered fluffy brush. And then of course I did already prep my eyes, so I just primed them with some concealer, and then I did conceal some spots on the rest of my face. So So I am having a hard time with this product. Not a lot of colors coming off, like you can barely tell that I'm putting anything on here, so I'm just really going to build it up and see if that helps out any. Also, this bronzer has a lot of kickback, so if you do purchase this, be careful. It's blending nicely, it's just, I mean, it's $1, it doesn't have as much pigment that I'm used to. Okay, so now that our transition shade is on, I'm going to go ahead and do a cut crease, and I'm just going to use some concealer, and then I'm going to carve it out with my E139 brush. Also guys, this is what that sponge ended up looking like, so it's picking up a lot of my product, but it's really not too bad for a $1 sponge. So this brush is definitely harder to work with because it's not like densely packed in. The hairs are kind of all over the place. So I'm just going to try my absolute best to get this as precise as possible. And then now that that's done, I'm going to come in with this purple shadow and I'm just going to lay that right on top. Guys, this shade is honestly so freaking pretty. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but it really doesn't have any fallout, and that's like pretty exciting for it being a loose shadow. This is so freaking pretty, guys. Okay, so I ended up getting glitter kind of all over the place here, so to kind of help it out a bit and give it more definition, I'm just going to go back in with my bronzer, and I'm using the brush E138. So it's kind of like a small angled brush, and I'm just going to go over the cut crease line with this. And then for the ends of my eyes, I'm going to take a more detailed fluffy brush. So this is the E136, and I'm going to go back in with the bronzer and deepen up the edges. Lastly, to finish up this eye look, I'm just going to take the glitter liner and I'm going to carve out the half cut crease. So this glitter liner definitely doesn't not have good pigmentation, so I'm kind of having to go back over that same line several times, and I'm noticing it's really watery, so you guys have to be very careful with this. Okay, so this is what we have for the eyes so far. It's not too bad. I'm just kind of hoping that this glitter liner dries up fairly quickly so it doesn't run all over the place. So next I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and then just remove any excess fallout. And I actually really enjoy these wipes. I actually used these before this video because my other wipes were really irritating my skin, and these don't irritate me at all, so I've been really loving these. Okay guys, so like I mentioned, I don't have foundation or setting powder, so I'm just going to do that really quick and then we'll get right back over to contour, highlight, and blush. Okay, so now that I finished everything up, I did put foundation, concealer, and I put powder all over my face. I have a final verdict on this sponge, and I personally don't like it. I'm trying to like justify the fact that it's only $1 and it's an okay sponge for $1, but it ended up taking out so much of my makeup and it just didn't blend anything when it came to my contour. Like I feel because it soaked up so much product, like there wasn't enough, like I didn't have the ability to blend because so much product is like stuck in there. Like if you can just look at it, like there's just so much product that's like built in here, and I personally don't know if it's just because it's black and you can like see the dark, like the lighter stain on it. But I feel like it just soaked up so much product and it was really hard to blend. So right now I'm not a fan of their little sponge. And then a final verdict on the eyebrow stuff. Obviously this is not my right color. That doesn't mean it's not a good eyebrow pencil. I think it's pretty good. It's like waxy and everything and it stays in place. The only thing that I don't like about this eyebrow pencil is that it doesn't have a fine tip. So like at the front, it's like, it goes kind of like a triangle and it's not like, you know, super pointy to where you can have precise brows. And you guys know me, you guys know that I love a super sharp and precise brow cut. So this just wasn't my favorite either, but I do really like the purple eyeshadow so far. The glitter liner is not my favorite, and the bronzer is keeping its pigmentation with my hooded eyes. So let's just go ahead and finish off the bronzer. I'm going to bronze the outside areas of my face. Again, we're using that same bronzer, and I'm going to use a bigger brush. I'm going to use the F21 brush to bronze. Also guys, these brushes kind of aren't bad. Like I really thought they were going to be horrible because they were $10 for like a big O set. But they're actually like really soft and really nice, and they're blending out product pretty nicely. To contour my nose, I'm just going to use this E17 brush. So it's kind of like an angled brush. It's just a little wider. Now I'm going in with that brush that I used for my crease to kind of blend it out. Going back in with the sponge and just making sure it's not too harsh. And then before we fully put away the bronzer, I'm just going to use some under eye shadow with the same bronzing color. and I'm going back in with the E138 brush. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and move over to blush. Again, I am using a Malibu Glitz blush, and this is in the shade Blusher. So it has like this really pretty rose pigment or rose print on it. It kind of reminds me of the Milani Luminosa blushes. And I'm just going to be using the brush F24. So as you can see, this blush has a lot of pigment, which I'm super surprised about. And then for highlight, we are going in with this one, and this is in the shade Cupcake. And the brush I'm using is the F25, so it's just like a smaller taper brush. Oh, guys, this highlighter did not come to play. So I am going to come back in with my sponge and blend this out because this is kind of sitting on top of my skin and I need it to fully sink in. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put some mascara and lashes on, and then we will come right back for lipstick. Okay guys, so while the lashes are drying, I'm going to go ahead and put some lipstick on. And again, this is in the shade Glow. And I just want to tell you guys that this smells really good. It smells like really sugary and sweet. It's really nice. That's definitely more pink than I want it to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pat it in with my finger. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like my lips are getting stuck together. Okay guys, so I'm just going to set my makeup with some setting spray now, and then we are done. Okay guys, so that brings us to the end of this video. I really hope that you did enjoy it. I really did enjoy most of these products. I don't like this lipstick, I will tell you off the bat. Like, I'm feeling kind of my lips stick together. I feel like I just put like super glue on my lips, so I'm not a fan of that. But other than that, I really like the products. The eyebrow product is obviously not my shade. I think it needs to be a little bit thinner. And I didn't also like this glitter liner because it's kind of getting all over the place. So like, I don't know if you guys can see here, but it's like running and it doesn't stay in place. But I think the blush was really good. It was really pigmented. The bronzer was really good. It was also really pigmented. The brushes are amazing. And then the same thing with the highlighter. I think it was a little chalky, but once you blend it in, it's really nice. Not as blinding once you like blend it in. But I think it's like really nice and it's a really natural finish. So yeah guys, I really hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out Brittany's video. I will link it down below, so you guys definitely go. Make sure you show her some love. And I will see you guys next week for another video. Bye.
Sé que te perdí, no te fuera a dejar ir. Traté de olvidarte, pero no es tan fácil. Hay 24 horas en el